Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It seems like it's only a matter of time before Transnistria will be invaded by either Ukraine or Moldova or both in the same time, like Poland, remember? Now, what's going on over there? The Russians, the Ministry of Defense, reports that the Ukrainians are bringing troops and military equipment on the eastern border of so-called Transnistria, ready to possibly invade. Let's read the headline, then I'm going to show you a map, a big map of Europe, and then a little insert where you have Romania, Moldova, Ukraine, and Transnistria. So we kind of know what we are working on. So we start with the article. Article comes from Sputnik. It is from today, the 23rd of February 2023. Russian Defense Ministry says Ukraine has intensified preparation for invasion of Transnistria. So let's see where is Transnistria. So this is a little map of Europe, and we have Romania here, and we have Moldova over there. This is Ukraine, obviously, and this is the Black Sea, and Russia is the green. So here Moldova has a little river here, on a border right here, and Transnistria is across that river. So I'm gonna just take this insert, I'm gonna give you this map. So we have Romania here again, we have Republic of Moldova, we have a little river here, and across the river is this little piece of, not of that, but of a land, and this is Transnistria. It's over Dnistru. Dnistru is a river. Dnipro, I think, not Dnipro, how do you call it? The Dnistr, I don't know how you call it, but they call it, anyway, Dnistru, right here. Transnistria, over the river here, which runs like this. So here's the Black Sea, here is Ukraine, this part here, right, south of Moldova was part of Moldova, and Moldova was part of Romania. What you see over here is just half of Moldova. The other side is still in Romania, but this one, the whole thing here, was asked by Mr. Georgian dictator Stalin of Soviet Union, issuing an ultimatum to Romania in 1940. Romania, weasel country as it is, gave it, and then the Soviets cut the southern part here and gave it to Ukraine, as what's his name, Khrushchev gave Crimea to Ukraine in 1954. So interesting. So now we know where this is, Transnistria, right here. You see there's no on this little piece of land here, there's about 1,000 Russian so-called peacekeeping force. 1,000 is not a lot. Obviously, I don't know how much military equipment they have over there, but they don't have rockets or nuclear weapons or anything like that. So they're toast. You know what I mean? It takes a day or two, a day I'm guessing, to take over it. The problem with these guys is that they cannot be helped. You see, they don't have exit here. Here is the river that you don't see, but you gotta believe me. Here is the river, and the Russians can't come over here. There are mines here. This is a little bit northeast here is Odessa. So the Russians can't come and help them. And if they would try to fly over, it's Ukraine, they can't, unless they send missiles and hit with missiles. That's all they can do. All right, so they're toast here. Again, map of Europe is happening right here. When my cursor is, that's where Odessa is, that area over there. All right, let's go back to the article. Moscow. Ukraine has intensified preparations for the invasion of Transnistria, which poses a threat to Russian peacekeepers. That's how they're called. The Russian military will respond to this in an adequate manner, the Russian Defense Ministry said on Thursday. Oh, I wonder how. And I'm quoting, the Kiev, I think it's going to bomb the shit out of Moldova. Chisinau, and maybe 2 more cities here. Moldova has a population of, I think, 2.8 million now. I think it used to have 4 million, but now it's 2.8. Last time I checked, about what, 2 weeks ago. So 2.8 million, I think, is a huge country compared with Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. I think Lithuania is 2.8, is it? Yeah, something like that. So let's go back here. And I'm quoting, the Kiev regime has intensified preparations for the invasion of the Transnistria Moldovan Republic, PMR. As previously reported, this provocation of the Ukrainian armed forces will be carried out in response to the alleged offensive of Russian troops from the territory of Transnistria, the statement said. As I said, these guys are like 900 people. You can't do almost anything with 900 people, let's put it this way. You throw 2 bombs in the middle of these guys and they're all going to see Jesus. Now, Russia currently sees a significant buildup of Ukrainian troops at the border with Transnistria, according to the ministry, and I'm quoting. Russia currently sees, we already said this, oh no, Russia currently sees a significant accumulation of personnel and military equipment of Ukrainian units near the Ukrainian Transnistrian border, the deployment of artillery in firing positions, as well as an unprecedented increase in flights of unmanned aircraft of the Ukraine's armed forces of Ukraine over the territory of Transnistria, end quote, the ministry said. Ukraine's actions pose a direct threat to Russia's peacekeeping contingent in the republic, so the Russian military will provide an adequate reaction to this provocation. And I'm quoting, the implementation of the planned provocation by the Ukrainian authorities poses a direct threat to the Russian peacekeeping contingent legally deployed in Transnistria. The Russian armed forces will adequately respond to the upcoming provocation by the Ukrainian side, the ministry stressed. Earlier, the defense ministry detailed that Ukrainian forces intend to clad themselves in Russian uniforms as a pretext for the PMR invasion, underscoring the authorities were closely monitoring the situation. Officials previously noted that the Azov nationalistic battalion, recognized as a terrorist organization and banned in Russia, would be taking part in the provocation. Now we have to admit and be mindful that this is a Russian communique from the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation, coming from a Russian media outlet. So the authors are, but anyway, if something is going to happen over there, let's say it happens, and let's say the Ukrainians do something over there, I think the Ukrainians will be able to overwhelm those peacekeeping troops. As I said, I don't know if Moldova will do anything about it, because if Moldova does anything, it's going to have a lot of bomb dropped over it. Now, Moldova is not part of NATO, is not part of the European Union, but so was Ukraine was not, right? So then it's going to be complicated, but I see this happening 98%. I mean, a possibility 100%, probability 80%. That's why we get probability. I made a combination between probability and possibility. But anyway, what can the Russians do? They can't land over there. The only thing they can do is just fire a lot of missiles if they still have them. And in order to do that, you have to put things in place. You have to bring them, get them ready. By that time, Transnistria will be flattened. All right, well, this is the news with that. So get your popcorn and get ready for part number 2. Now, stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.